Well folks, happy days are returning with four-wheel drive locations opening back up and a whole range of outdoor recreational activities resuming. Now I reckon for many of us, our firsts will always hold a special place in our memories. Maybe it's your first four-wheel drive, or your first dog, the first pub you ever had a beer, or the very first time you got a, well, you know what I'm getting at. For me, the first Outback trip I ever did was into Corner Country, and I've always held a great deal of affection for this area. Corner Country is where the states of New South Wales, Queensland and South Australia meet, and this area draws a lot of photographers and artists wanting to capture the stunning colours and magnificent landscape you'll find in the region. Most travellers start their Outback adventures from Australia's longest running mining town, Broken Hill. There's heaps of stuff to do and see in the area, including a tour of one of the original mines just a few kilometres out of town. The ghost town of Silverton on the outskirts of Broken Hill is another highlight with its old buildings and quirky art. This entire region is a real favourite with the guy on the other side of this camera, Michael Ellum from Off-Road Images. He's run many photography courses out here over the years for people wanting to hone their skills and capture prized memories of their off-road adventures. He loves the place. It's worth noting that four-wheel driving in Corner Country is not technically challenging, but rather involves driving long distances on dirt roads. So if you want a low range fix, then spend a bit of time in the barrier ranges before you head north. Our favourite location to do this is LD Station, where you can explore hundreds of kilometres of rugged four-wheel drive tracks with some pretty gnarly hill climbs in places. Once you've made it to the ridge tops, you'll get sensational views over the Mundi Plains, and at night you'll get some of the best skies in the Outback. ARB holds a family-orientated off-road event on this property each year over the Easter weekend. There's stacks of activities for everyone with fantastic prizes on offer and some great country hospitality thrown in. Due to the Rona restrictions in 2020, we've moved the event to October. So if you're after a bit of light-hearted fun, we'd love to see you there. The event is also running back-to-back with this year's Drive for Life, a charity four-wheel drive trip through Corner Country that brings folks together to raise money for handicapped children. The three states intersect at Cameron Corner, and despite being in the middle of absolutely nowhere, somebody had the totally awesome idea of building a pub there. How good is it being able to pull up at the end of a long day on dusty tracks and have a cold beer? Just a stone's throw from the pub, you'll find the dog fence, a 5,500 kilometre structure separating the sheep from the dingoes. The colours are stunning in this part of the world and you'll feel like you're in the red centre at times. The tracks out here can be pretty punishing, so make sure your four-wheel drive has decent tyres and the suspension is in good working order. Fuel stops are few and far between and supplies can be unreliable, so carry plenty of fuel as well. There can be a lot of wildlife and stock around, so a bull bar is critical. There's a vast expanse out there to explore in this part of the country. You can follow in the footsteps of Burke and Wills around Inaminka and maybe head down to the Cooper Creek with your camera to photograph the stunning array of bird life. If you head north, soon you'll be in Birdsville, right on the edge of the Simpson Desert. Southwest will take you down the Strzelecki track to the Flinders Ranges, or head in the opposite direction up through Channel Country. And when you're kicking back in your chair around the campfire with your friends and family, remember that your tourist dollars are helping get the nation back on track. How good is that?